And we are live! Hello everybody and welcome to Race 8 of 11 of the Legends Racing League Classic Truck Challenge here at the Lanier Dirt Track. Joining me today in the broadcast booth is Thomas Fisher. Thomas, how are you doing tonight, and are you excited for the first dirt track race of the season?
I'm doing well, yes, thank you very much. And on the term of am I excited? I mean, given the sequence of the last races, I have my money on Eric Heater, who right now is leading practice by just under 0.2 of a second.
Yes, just 4 minutes remaining in practice. We'll go ahead and pull up the ticker there on the left side of your screen. You see Eric Heater once again, the points leader at the top of the board with a 16.382. Hayden Lowell in second, followed by Malachi Drake and Michael Rosero. Eric Keplinger in fifth. Isaac Johnson, I believe this might be his first Legends Racing League start, in sixth, followed by Casey Drake, Aaron Brown, Joseph Madigan, Preston Cope, Andrew Cootie, Brock Picard, Matt Moreau, and Brendan Timon rounding out your entries for tonight. So a little bit of a higher entry list than we had last week in Michigan, which turned out to be a little bit of an underwhelming race, but I think today, because of the dirt track, because of how hard these cars are to drive at the dirt track, I think we're in for a much better race than we were last week. Speaking of this race and kind of what we're expecting, Thomas, what are you looking for in today's race?
Hopefully not another Eric Heater domination, but at the end of the day, I just kind of want to see some clean, good, hard racing, as we usually do.
Yeah, right now looking at your points leader and the driver currently at the top of the charts, Eric Heater, looking at him from his pit box. He's actually got a new paint scheme on board for this week. It's not very noticeable, but he's updated the logo on the hood and added the TMG logo right next to the wheel on the left rear, and I believe right rear as well. So thank you, Eric Heater, for that. However, you're still not doing this league much favors because, man, he has just been absolutely dominant. Why don't we talk about that for a little bit? Because Eric Heater officially has now won 3 of the last 4 races here on TMG in the Classic Truck Challenge. The only driver who was able to stop him was Jalen Battle, all the way back at the Charlotte Oval. Well, he has not made an appearance since I believe Martinsville, and he has not been able to stop Eric Heater in that race. So, in today's race, are you expecting another dominating run by Eric Heater, or do you think someone else is going to be able to get up there and maybe challenge Eric for the win?
I mean, I would absolutely love for somebody like Hayden or Malachi, even Michael Rosero, to be up there and fighting, even though we all know what's going to happen. Eric Heater is most likely going to pull away, especially given the fact that he's 0.2 faster in practice. I don't think anybody can quite pull that time out of the bag.
What do you think it's been that's just made him so incredibly dominant towards the second half of the season?
Oof. I mean, definitely not that he makes the setups. But, I mean, I have a feeling he just, he practices quite a lot. And, I think he takes this quite a lot more serious than a lot of the other competitors, and that, gives him just the competitive edge.
I think a lot of it might be his ability to remain really smooth during the race. We see a lot of other drivers kind of messing up, making mistakes, making small slip-ups. Eric Heater really hasn't felt any of that pressure. He's been basically perfect in every race we've broadcasted, almost a Lewis Hamilton-type driver. He just goes out there, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and quietly pulls away and wins. And I think while a lot of other drivers have had a lot more flashy performances, getting in a lot of big incidents, a lot of big wrecks, Eric Heater just hasn't. He's been a lot smoother, he's been a lot more consistent, and I think that's what's been getting him the job done.
Yep, I have to agree with you there. He's a very, very, very smooth driver as we're now coming to 20 seconds remaining in practice before heading for the 2 laps or 5 minutes of qualifying. We have a 60-lap race here tonight at Lanier.
Pretty long race here at Lanier, which I've been calling Lanier. I haven't been able to figure this out, because to me, N-I-E-R should make a near, not a near, if that makes sense.
You know what we should do? Hold on, you know what we should do? We should figure this out once and for all. Hold on.
Yeah, because we did this a while ago, and apparently it is pronounced Lanier, but
I'm currently giving it to Google Translate. Here.
All right, so practice wrapping up right now. Qualifying just about to begin here at Lanier, the dirt track. We'll just call it that. Going out of his box is the 28 of Eric Heater. He will be looking at the pole once again. Really, the one place where Eric Heater's been lacking is qualifying pace. We haven't really seen him get the pole that many times this season. That's really been the only place where he's been lacking.
Lanier.
Okay, Google has told me how it's pronounced. It's pronounced like this.
Lanier.
So thank you, Google, for that.
All right. Coming out of turns 3 and 4 to complete his first lap, Eric Heater looking to go to the top of the board. He will set a 16.5-1-2, not able to top Eric Keplinger, setting a 16.5-0-0. Preston Cope to third with a 16.997. Andrew Cootie to third now with a 16.854. Keplinger and Heater, the only drivers able to get into the 16.5s. Hayden Lowell goes third quickest with a 16.8. Eric Heater to the top of the board with a 16.389. Rosero goes second fastest with a 16.481. Preston Cope, I was actually kind of expecting more of him. If I'm not mistaken, he does have real-life racing experience, really not having the showing that I maybe expected out of him tonight. Isaac Johnson goes fourth quickest with a 16.682.
One driver I'm really disappointed in their performance right now is Hayden Lowell down there in 5th, 0.2 off what he was doing in practice. So maybe that practice lap was just a one-off. You never know.
Matt Moreau coming across the line to set his second qualifying lap. He will remain 10th fastest with a 17.512, just over a second off the leader, Eric Heater, currently at the top of the board with a 16.389. Aaron Brown, Brendan Timon, Casey Drake, and Malachi Drake, the drivers yet to set a lap. At the moment, Joseph Madigan and Matt Moreau are the bottom two on the board. Isaac Johnson still out on the track, maybe trying to get in some more practice. No, he is pulling it in. Brock Picard trying to improve on his time of a 16.912, coming across the line now. At this point, he might just be running some extra practice laps because he is no longer being scored.
I have to say, one driver who I have a feeling Michael Rosero is going to be very happy is not here tonight is Tyler Tomasi. We saw yesterday some tempers were flaring between those two, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was on Tuesday during the Street Stock race at Phoenix.
That's what I meant.
Speaking of the Street Stock series, that series will return next Tuesday at USA as you see Brock Picard going for a little bit of a spin. Or is it Packard? I feel like you told us it was Packard.
I think it is Packard.
Aaron Brown going out on his laps, coming across the line now. We'll see what he is able to set. Maybe looking for an underdog performance across the line now. Aaron Brown sets no time. He might have clipped the wall.
Yes, he did.
He goes fifth fast.
16.7. 16.704. A thousandth of a second. Falls in the 56 car of Hayden Lowell, who drops down to 6th position.
Good 3 and 4 there for Aaron Brown, but he gets very loose and he's going to go for a slide on the front straightaway. Aaron Brown is not going to be able to get the pole, so unless Brendan Timon can say anything about these top 11, I believe it is going to be Eric Heater scoring the pole here at Lanier.
By just under a tenth of a second as well, exactly 0.08 of a second. That is dominant. A very large gap.
Absolutely dominant. No, I mean, Eric Heater has basically been untouchable for the last 3 or 4 races, and he might be in for a similar performance tonight.
I can't argue with that point, quite frankly.
Update on the point standings coming into this race. No surprise here. Eric Heater is leading by 33 points over Eric Keplinger. Andrew Cootie in third, 14 points back of Keplinger. Rosero in fourth. Jalen Battle in fifth. Eric Heater at the top by 33 points. That is just about two. Basically, Eric Heater would have to not show up for the next few races in order to not have this championship in the bag due to the amount of drivers that are showing up on a week-by-week basis.
Can't argue with that one.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining, and it doesn't look like anyone is going to touch the 28. The field, as Eric Heater would say, has been feeling the heat with 2 E's these last 4 races, and they're going to feel it once again tonight. 16 seconds remaining, and it is Eric Heater who's going to be at the top of the board. But this should not surprise anybody at all.
Yep. So, Jonathan, who would you like to bring up for the pre-race interview today?
Well, why don't we go ahead and bring up the second place qualifier, Michael Rosero, if we can.
Yep, I got him right now. There he is.
Hey, Michael, this is Jonathan up in the TMG broadcast booth. You copy?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Well, you had a pretty good qualifying there. You were able to go second to Eric Heater. You will line up alongside him. Do you think you have any chance of running him out tonight?
Most likely not. I'm not a dirt driver kind of guy, but I'll do my best to try to keep ahead of him. But it should be fun. It's going to be a lot of tempers, it's dirt, and can't wait.
How's the track been feeling so far in practice and qualifying?
It felt alright, but I have a feeling I might spin out a couple times. But there's going to be a lot of people spinning out, so...
Yeah. How are you feeling right now, given the fact that your, quote, arch nemesis, that's
I'm
probably
feeling
not even a
pretty-
quote, isn't here, Tyler Johnson?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I don't really know what it means, though, but...
You're not sure what it means that he's not here, or you're not sure what it means, my question?
I'm not sure what it means, your question.
Oh, I was just asking how you feel about the fact that he's not here and that you, so there was zero chance of you two getting into an instance
okay,
today.
I know what you're saying. Okay, well, pretty good, because I would have probably run into him by now, because well, I'm not very good at the dirt track, but yeah, we'll do our best out there tonight.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. We'll let you go on to with your race, and good luck tonight from the second position.
Alright, thanks guys. See you then.
All right, Thomas, this is something that you actually haven't been able to do in a while. Why don't you go ahead and run us down through the field as we get set to go racing in Lanier?
All right, I did it yesterday, though, so, you know, a while is 24 hours, is what they say during 24-hour races. Okay, starting on pole position with a time of 16.388 is number 28 car of Eric Heater. Starting alongside him is 23 car of Michael Rosero. On the second row, you have Eric Keplinger and Isaac Johnson. Aaron Brown and Hayden Law complete the third row. Andrew Cooney, Preston Cope, Brock Picard, and Joseph Madigan to complete the fifth row. Matt Moreau and Malachi Dirk's not running, and I believe that's Brendan Timon will be the last car to grid up today, because Benjamin Fanning has some connection issues, I do believe, and I believe the two Drake brothers are in fact running race control.
All right, so here we go. Eric Heater going to lead the field down the back straightaway. I believe we have 2 laps of pacing here at Lanier. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and get underway. You see Isaac Johnson in the background going for a little bit of a slide up top. Not sure what that is about. 1 lap remaining under the pace car before we get this race underway here in Lanier. Hopefully we are in for a good one. Right there is the pole man, Eric Heater, looking for his 4th win in a row. Well, I must say, he's kind of been ruining the racing product as of late. Been dominating. It's very impressive to watch what he's doing. Thomas, why don't you go ahead and kick us off?
Yep, pace car is in right now. They're getting ready to go green here at Lanier. It is the green flag running. Michael Rosero getting a pretty awful start. Eric Heater looked like he almost spun it. Heading into turn 1 now. Michael Rosero trying to pull up alongside him. Behind them, the 33 car and the 60 car. 33 car has cleared Eric Keplinger. Behind them, I believe that's Brendan Timon looking to go to the inside. You have the 12
big
car.
Kimmel behind.
Yeah, you have the 12 car Preston Cope. Just trying to hang on for dear life right now. He's made it. The 18 car and the 9 car now going side by side. That is the 2 teammates of Aaron Brown.
Oh, trouble Isaac Johnson around in front of the field. It is
Andrew
not
Cooney
gonna
hits
ring out
him.
caution.
Andrew Cooney hits him, and then Brendan Timon goes straight into the back of the 2 of them. Yeah. Back up to the front now. Eric Heater has pulled a 4/10 gap right now on Michael Rosero. It might come down a little bit this lap. We'll have to see. Behind them, side by side, is Preston Cope and the 12 car. That is Hayden Lowell and Preston Cope, my apologies, who are side by side heading down the front straight. Heading down the back straight now. Hayden is pulling back a little bit from Preston Cope. Is he going to try and get the exit right now? Is up at the front. Michael Rosero is almost side by side with Eric Heater heading down the front stretch.
Take a look at this. Michael Rosero with a nice run off turn 2. Going to get the run down the back straightaway. I mean, for a guy who, he didn't sound all that confident about his chances coming into tonight. He's actually putting on quite an impressive showing. Take a look at that.
Lap
Nice
car.
run off turn 4. Slow car already going to be in the way. 1 car into the pits. I am not sure who that is. That might be Benjamin Fanning coming out on track. 5 laps down, but he is going to make it out onto the racetrack for his race to start. Preston Cope, one of the drivers in the field with real-life dirt racing experience. He's made his way onto the back bumper of these top 2 as Eric Heater is starting to feel some pressure from behind from Michael Rosero. Lap 7 of 60. The lap's winding down quite quickly here at Lanier.
Yes, they most certainly are. We've got about 53 laps that'll be at the starting line, and there it goes. Preston Cope makes a mistake. Hayden Lowell is now on the outside of him. looking through turn 2 now. Will he get the drive on exit? Yes, he will. Almost cleared Brendan Cope. Brendan Cope, though, back up the inside.
Brendan Cope?
Sorry, Preston Cope. Preston Cope, as he makes another mistake heading down onto the front stretch. Hayden Lowell has absolutely cleared them now, and is now having another look to head up towards the back of Michael Rosero to hopefully make that pause for second position.
Meanwhile, fight for the lead, looking back from the 28 of Eric.
Spinning.
Oh,
that's a 30. Who is that? Is that I don't know who that is. Hold on. That is Isaac Johnson. Got spun around there. Did he spin himself out? Nope. It looked like, Andrew Cootie just hit him on the left rear and spun him right into the inside wall, into the scene of the accident he went.
Andrew Cootie strikes yet again on TMG, bringing out, not actually a caution, but one of the first fatalities of the night. Meanwhile, back
a little bit of contact between Mike Rosero and Hayden Lawless. He's now down the inside. Is the young man from Nebraska.
Side job! Almost.
Yeah, you can see who's going to have it down towards the line. It is going to be Michael Rosero once again. Hayden Loldo doing a massive slider.
Oh my goodness.
Preston Cope takes advantage of a little bit of a mistake from Hayden Lowell.
You know, all this drama that's been going on throughout the pack, it makes me wonder if cautions are on for the race tonight. I don't think they are, because we've seen 3 different spinners, and at this point, there is yet to be a yellow flag.
Yep, one driver who's looking to get on the actions, the 18 car of Aaron Brown, a little bit too far back to do anything about Hayden Lowell going a little bit wide. But you can see now he's just biding his time with Preston Cope, and Preston Cope himself is biding his time with Michael Rosero.
Meanwhile, we got a little bit of trouble for Eric Heater. He is going to be stuck behind the 33 of Isaac Johnson. Right now going beside him into turn number 1. I don't know how much that's going to hold him up or if it's going to cause trouble for him. Battle for second raging on. Preston Cope trying to find a way around Michael Rosero. Big slide into the corner by Preston Cope.
And contact.
Take out the 23. Trouble
there you
in
go.
turns
and
1 and 2.
Hayden Lowell swifts himself up into second place. That's going to be absolutely gutting for Michael Rosero.
Yeah, Hayden Lowell took advantage of that, and Aaron Brown looking to take advantage as well, trying to send one down the inside of Preston Cope. Was having not the cleanest race so far, side by side. This battle for third, as up front Eric Heater has pulled a 2-second gap to the field.
Yep, he's just lapped now the 75 car as well as Joseph Madigan. Brendan Timon will most likely be his next victim. Brendan Timon there heading through turn number 4 onto the front stretch as Eric Heater is coming out of turn 4 now. So very, very close, that battle. Not battle, sorry, lapping.
Yeah, right there, your leader, Eric Heater. As a reminder, I do believe we have a halfway caution, as it has been with all these Classic Truck Challenge events coming on lap 30. Aiden Lowell not really starting to close in on Eric Heater, maybe just trying to make it to that halfway yellow. Still a big scrap behind. Preston Cope.
Contact in the back, yeah. Yeah, and now Hayden Lowell has everything to do trying to lap Isaac. Oh, big contact. That's a yellow flag.
Caution is out. Multiple car pileup in on the back straightaway. Eric Keplinger around as well. Brock Packard, one of the drivers involved as well. I believe that was the 76 of Madigan involved as well. No, never mind. That's the 75 of Madigan. Nope, that's the... Okay, so 76 door number, but his actual number is 75.
Yep. So just having a look now at the incident, it looked like Brock Packard just hitting the side of Eric Keplinger, spun into the outside wall, and then who is that? Is that the 96 car of Benjamin Fanning? Yes, it is. Just came in, immediately collected him, and then collected Isaac Johnson along with it. And then the 75 car of Joseph Madigan had absolutely nowhere to go, and contact was made.
Yeah, looking at the replay here, Packard just slid down the corner and into Eric Keplinger, bounced up into the outside wall, and this is going to be... Actually, no, so he kind of stayed in his lane, but everyone was going 4 wide behind him, scrambling to get around him, and that collected Benjamin Fanning, who slid down into Isaac Johnson. Hayden Lowell barely slipping through. Madigan got involved. Big pileup on the back straightaway. Just a chain reaction of Packard trying to get back in line. How about Hayden Lowell?
Yes, it is.
Barely.
Hayden Lowell, sorry, Eric Heater has elected to go to the outside lane, I do believe, right now.
Oh, we're already restarting? All right, then.
Nope. The caution flag has been rethrown.
Oh.
Not entirely sure what that means. Is the pacer going to be in this lap?
I don't believe he will. It's going to be a short dash to the halfway yellow unless they're trying to extend this to the halfway yellow.
Yep. Let me see now. I think. Yep. Here you go. Pace car is in. as we're getting ready to go green. It's green flag running, and Eric here gets an absolutely beautiful start. There you go. Preston Cope on the outside of Hayden Lowell now. What's Hayden Lowell going to be able to do about it? He's really holding his line right now really, really well. Mike Rousseau all over the back of Aaron Brown behind. You can see Hayden Lowell even going for it right now on Eric here. Not going to be able to do anything about it on this occasion. Preston Cope is now fully alongside. He's been slightly ahead as we cross the line.
Yeah, good launch on the outside by Cope. He's actually, I mean, I think he's got a pretty good race car. He didn't quite nail it in qualifying. I think as he's starting to figure this place out, he is getting much, much better. You can see him kind of closing in on your race leader.
Oh, contact.
Eric Heater, contact.
He hits
Hayden Lowell up the track. Into the wall he goes, and sliding in front of the field. This is going to be big.
Yep, that's another caution.
Oh, my goodness.
Everybody involved there.
That was everyone.
Yep.
Andrew Cooney involved.
Isaac Johnson extremely lucky with his save. He pressed the hard dip button and got right around. Hayden Lowell, though, absolutely gutting for him, running in the second position when that happens.
Going to be a big advantage.
He now has massive engine damage. Yeah, it's absolutely massive engine damage now. He's going to have to throw it into pit lane.
So this might count as the halfway yellow. We're still waiting on word for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at a replay of what just happened. He's battling with Preston Cope, and yeah, he's just going to slide up into him, get slung into the outside wall. From there, he takes out Aaron Brown, and this is where it all kicks off. They go sliding down the front straightaway. Andrew Cootie slams into him. Keplinger barely squeezes by. Timon gets involved. You're going to see Isaac Johnson there. Ooh, barely making it by Andrew Cootie. Then there's Madigan involved. The 38 sliding in as well. 5 cars.
I have to say, at the beginning of that incident, I have to disagree with you. I don't think that was on Hayden Lowell. From my point of view here, just on the blimp cam, you can see, Preston Cope, he was just way too oversteery and just went straight down into Hayden Lowell.
Yeah, I saw that.
And just sent him straight up into the outside wall. So personally, for me, that's on Preston Cope.
Alright, so still waiting for confirmation, but I do believe this will be the halfway yellow. Meanwhile, Brock Packard going to get his wave around on the outside lane. So is Isaac Johnson ripping the fence, trying to get back on the lead lap. Maybe a little bit overambitious by him, but hey, I admire it. They've delayed the yellow flag again, probably just trying to get all the wave rounds done before we go back green. And so far, I don't think I'm still not entirely sure if Eric Heater can run away with this, because Preston Cope is looking awfully fast on these longer runs. So here we go again.
I have this. Yeah, okay, here we go. Eric Heater is now on the outside again, actually. He's electing that outside lane. He must think it's going to be faster. In fact, in previous restarts we've shown it has been. As around turns 3 and 4 now.
Cone rule, because you can see behind they've all gone single file.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
And pace car's in. And green flag running. Eric Heater gets a pretty mediocre start. Preston Cope is now properly on the inside, even ahead now. Pretty much ahead of him now. You can see Eric Heater is going to get a very, very good launch out of the corner, though. Preston Cope
slide job out of the 12. Ahead. Sliding up in front of Eric Heater. He's going to try and take the lead away. Now he'll be on the outside lane. Eric Heater holding on. Preston Cope sends it into the corner. Almost a little bit of contact. You can see Eric Heater's hands just swerving around on the wheel. I mean, I know they're not his real hands, but they're reflective of what they're doing. Coming up on the leader is Preston Cope, trying to take advantage and trying to take away the race lead. Just over halfway now. Preston Cope is looking fast as ever. He's got to run on the outside lane. Can he make use of it? Not that time.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think Preston Cope now is going to have to bide his time to see
Preston
what you can do side by side.
I don't think he's going to do that.
Yeah, Aaron Brown there. Beautiful move on Eric Keplinger. And side by side right now are Isaac Johnson and Joseph Madigan. You can see they're back side by side. Oh, no.
Inside lane, contact for the lead. Eric Heater gets sent out wide. This race is not over. It is far from it. Preston Cope is looking much, much faster than Eric Heater at this stage, who makes a little bit of a mistake at the bottom side. Slides up. He's going to keep the position.
Yep, I think that Preston Cope at this point is just trying to get the momentum out of the corners, maybe be able to do something here on Eric Heater. As we're coming now, it's only going to be 23 laps to go at the line, which, that's going to pause very quickly here.
There's a lot of things you can do to try and get the position on dirt. But in the end, that outside lane always has a good run off the corner. I'm not really sure what Preston Cope can do here other than just send it and hope that Eric Heater makes a mistake at the top side. They nearly come together again.
Yep, Hayden Lowell there, even though he's about 2 laps down right now, he's getting very close. He's showing the fact that he has the pace to win this race.
Brock Picard going to be in the way.
Yeah, very unfortunate there for Preston Cope, losing a little bit of time and momentum, trying to get around Brock Picard, not getting his ideal line. You can see now Hayden Lowell straight up the inside. I have a feeling Hayden Lowell has a point to prove. Yeah, Hayden Lowell has a point to prove. He is 2 laps down, but you know what? At this point, I'm pretty sure he's thinking, to hell with it. I'm going to try this. I'm going to prove I have the pace to win this race.
I think these drivers, they just got to get a little bit more ambitious with the top of the racetrack. I think if Preston Cope wants to have a shot at Eric Heater, he's really got to get up in that dirt, maybe try and use the wall a little to his advantage. As they say, just kind of ripping the fence.
Yeah, you can see good momentum there. Out of turn 2, heading back into turn 3 now. He's up the inside. Eric Heater, how's his launch going to be out of the corner? His launch is going to be better than Preston Cope, so he's going to be able to stay back in front. Eric Keplinger now, though, is the traffic.
Big slide out of the 12, and that's going to hurt him.
Yep. You can see now Eric Keplinger is on the outside. Oh, that's very dangerous. Oh, Preston Cope almost sliding up into Eric Heater there. That is dangerous territory right there.
Into 1 and 2 once again on lap 43 of 60. Preston Cope still trying to run down Eric Heater. I mean, I think he's got the pace.
Hayden Lowell just goes straight up the inside. There you go, Hayden Lowell getting in the way of these leaders. Big slide job.
That's something that you don't want to have happen as a lead lap car. You don't want the guys who are a lap down getting in the way of the leader. And Hayden Lowell just spun around the 12. Caution is out.
I have to say, I have a feeling that might have been a little bit of a revenge play from the 56 car after being taken out from his second place.
Madigan's got a blown engine. Madigan's got more trouble. I don't know if that was related to the caution, but Madigan is smoking out of the rear end of that truck.
Yep, I'm having a look now. I think he's been smoking for laps right now. Oh wait, I have a feeling there was contact between the 34 car and Eric Keplinger, and that is where the issues started for Joseph Madigan. He just plowed straight into it.
So taking a look at the issue between Preston Cope and Hayden Lowell, Cope slid up the track, overcorrected a little bit. Hayden Lowell's just holding his line and unfortunately couldn't slow down in time. Gets into the quarter panel of Preston Cope and spins him around.
I have to say, I had a feeling the second I saw Hayden Lowell behind Preston Cope, something like that was going to happen. But you know what? That gives Hayden Lowell now an opportunity to get his laps back.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that the Legends Racing League has decided to implement the choose cone for this event, because I saw on that last restart a lot of drivers going for the inside. No one told me about this, but I'm just going to go ahead and assume that that's what's going on. Coming to this restart, Eric Heater taking the outside, Aaron Brown taking the inside, everyone else forming up behind them. But
Hayden Lowell now getting his laps back. You can see he's going to be right at the back of the pack, but he's now only going to be 1 lap down as we're going to come to 12 to green at the restart.
Not restarting this time by, though. They delayed it 1 more time.
So it's going to be 11 laps to go, even closer. Aaron Brown is going to have to do something bold to be able to get by Eric Heater.
I mean, if I'm Aaron Brown at this point, the minute I hear Eric Heater going, I gas it and just try and throw a huge slide job on him in 1 and 2. Because at this point, everyone is basically just trying to stop Eric Heater. All right.
Yep. As now we're going to come around turn 4. The pace car is going to be in. And we're going green here again. Aaron Brown getting an absolute dog of a start. Isaac Johnson just saying thank you. And Preston Cope is right back into second place, but he's now side by side with Isaac Johnson. Yep, he's going to get up right ahead of Isaac Johnson. Isaac Johnson's going to have the momentum out in turn 2, though. He's going all the way to the top of the racetrack.
Isaac Johnson really ripping the fence. We'll see if that's going to work out for him. So far, it hasn't. He just
no, it's not. He's going to hit the wall. Yep. You can see now Preston Cope is going to have everything to do as we're going to come to 9 to go here at the line. This is going to be very tight between these two now. I have to say, at this point, I think it's anyone's guess who's going to win. But I think everybody's guess at this point is going to be on Eric here. We've seen how he can be very composed at the end of the race.
I wouldn't close it off just yet, though. Preston Cope's looking awfully fast late in the going. Remember that we also have some green-white checkered attempts if it comes down to it, and at that point, everyone's going to be desperate. Preston Cope desperately trying to run down Eric Heater. He's doing a good job staying behind him. I said earlier in the race,
got into the wall though a little bit. He got into the wall a little bit there, heading down the start-finish straight. You can see he has more momentum heading into the corner than Eric Heater, but Eric Heater just has the exits, and the exits are what counts here at Lanier.
Big mistake for Eric Heater. He got really sideways in the middle of the turn, but it hasn't cost him that much time.
Yeah, no, we're going to have a look. The gap on the last lap between the two of them was 5.6 tenths of a second. Let's see how it is this lap, as we're now 5 to go in this race. Sorry, 6 to go in this race, and it is slowly coming down. Not by much, though. Preston Cope is going to have to pull an absolute bunny out of a hat here to have anything of a chance here, but very good exit he's had now. Coming out of turn 3, the gap closed by 0.2 of a second that lap.
He's just got to send it. He can't get
Oh,
those
he's
sideways
made a mistake,
like that.
though. He's made a mistake. There you go. The gap's extended again. 4 laps to go now, as we're going to get to the line.
Yep, 4 to go. And can anyone stop Eric Heater? Lap car going to be in the way once again. I think the problem on that last restart, just no one's even trying at this point. I mean, he's Aaron Brown. He barely even got off the start. It's really hurt Preston Cope. Lap cars as well, they seem to be getting out of the way for Eric Heater and just getting right in the way of everyone else.
Yep, Eric Heater, they're not having the best launch out of the corner. Still better than Preston Cope's. Preston Cope needs to minimize those to be if he wants to have any chance here at the last lap lunge. He's getting closer and closer to the back of Eric Heater.
Notice how Eric Heater's really covering off that inside line, and this time the lap car's not going to really play in his favor. Joseph Madigan getting in the way. Preston Cope is there. If it comes down to the last lap, would you turn the leader? Well, maybe.
Oh, he's on the inside. He's gone for it.
Down to the inside. There's contact for the lead. Heater goes out wide. White flag. 1 lap to win it.
There you go. Preston Cope's going to have to defend the inside.
Contact
Eric
again.
Heater's knocked him.
Cope up the outside. He'll get the run off the corner. Here they come.
Yeah.
To the
contact again.
Sideways goes Eric Heater. Around the outside, trying to. Preston Cope, he's going to try and turn him, but he's not going to be able to do it. Eric Heater has won 4 races in a row here on TMG and the Classic Truck Challenge. It is Eric Heater going to victory lane again at Lanier after a last lap scuffle with the 12. Preston Cope, checkered flag. It's over once again.
Yep, I think that might have been a little bit desperate and a little bit dirty, though, heading onto the last lap from Eric Heater. Just gets into the left rear quarter panel of Preston Cope, which allows him to get the momentum. Heading into the final corner, they're bumping wheels the whole way down the back straight, and heading into the final corner then, Eric Heater just, goes straight up the track into Preston Cope, which loses him the momentum massively and allows him to win the race. So, you know what? That is the second time in 2 days now on a TMG broadcast that Eric Heater's won a race due to last lap contact.
Yeah, but we all know he's not going to get a penalty for it. Eric Heater burning down to the run straightaway. This is his 4th win in a row. I mean, on one hand, I hate it. On the other hand, I got to admire it. Eric Heater has been perfect, and he extends his advantage at the top of the championship. It is Eric Heater winning in Lanier.
It very much so is. Right. That was an interesting race, you know?
And I gotta say, I'm not all too pleased with the way Eric Heater's had to win these things. And a lot of times, I mean, he's not been in a position to win because the other driver's just gotten the better of him and he has to take him out. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And I guarantee you he's not going to get a post-race penalty. So, Eric Heater has
he is also the admin, so
yeah.
What can you do?
All right, so we'll take a look. We'll take another look at that last lap because it was very much close between the top two. You saw Preston Cope, he had the advantage, but going into turn number 3, Eric Heater just used him up. Didn't even give him a lane.
Yeah, just went straight up into him, which gave him the momentum to win. You know, if this had been a one-off, I would say, you know, fair enough, but that's the second time in 2 days, in 2 races, now that Eric Heater has won a race by sliding up into his opposition.
I mean, he just didn't have a lane. That entire last corner, you know, he was just shoving Preston Cope up the track. What was he supposed to do?
You know
Not
what?
all too pleased with it, if I'm being honest. Take a look at this.
Yeah,
Going in
no.
one. Preston Cope had the lead. Eric Heater just slides right into him. You know, it's a fair move then. But, I mean, when you don't get the lead there and you've got to go into 3 and 4, basically just slamming into him, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that. Preston Racing,
no, nor am I. You can see they're side by side, and then even Preston Cope's going up the racetrack, and then Eric Heater, there you go, just slides straight up into him.
That's not racing. That's
not racing.
So he's done it 4 in a row, but upon further review, that is not a very clean way to do it. I mean, I expect a little bit of contact, but he just sent it. He barely even lifted. You know, there is no way he would make that corner. He basically just used Preston as his brakes, and yeah. So we'll take a look at how Preston got the lead, because admittedly, you know, it wasn't too clean. It wasn't entirely clean, but it definitely wasn't, you know, just sending it into the corner and dumping the guy. Take a look at it.
Yeah, I think this might be a bit of a 50-50. You can see Preston Cope overtook him really, really well. You can see straight down the inside. Beautiful.
Was a little bit of contact, though.
There was a little bit of contact, you know, but then again, it's not the last lap.
Even then,
it happens.
Eric didn't give him a lot of room.
Yeah, and you can see
You know,
Eric then Eric responded immediately with the contact. So I think
fair.
that's fair play. You know, they both hit each other once. But then this right here, this is what I'm not happy with. You can see Preston Cope sliding up the racetrack, and Eric Heater just goes straight into the side of him and costs him all his momentum.
Well, he's done it again, which should, at this point, surprise no one. Eric Heater is once again a winner in the Classic Truck Challenge, even if he did have to door slam Preston Cope to do it. We're going to cut away for just a moment, and we'll be right back with post-race interviews, starting off with the race winner, Eric Heater. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Back live here on TMG with race winner Eric Heater. Eric, it wasn't the cleanest last lap going into turn 3. You basically just drove in there and just pushed him up the track. What was your thought process behind that move?
I mean, that's short track racing. He got into me in turn 3, so it was just a battle. And at the end there, he said it was a good win, so obviously he's not mad. So yeah, that's definitely just short track racing.
Yeah, I mean, we have to say that is short track racing, but that's the second time in 2 days now, in 2 TMG broadcasts, you've done pretty much the same move on the last lap to cancel out your opposition. You know, is this just going to become somewhat of a routine for you, or do you think this is just a coincidence that happens, especially 2 days in a row on the final lap?
Well, first of all, you know, the Bristol thing, that was payback because Aaron Brown took me out, but this, you know, that's just short track racing. Nothing to be mad about. It's always a good battle like that. And when you have finishes like that, you know, just as Kyle Busch would say, if you don't like that kind of racing, don't even watch.
Eric, you've won 4 races in a row. At this point, I don't think anyone's going to stop you for the championship. I mean, we've asked you this before, but it's been on different kinds of tracks, different types of surfaces. What's been the key to your dominance? No one's been able to even touch you.
I don't know, man. Just EFH, sorry.
All right, well, thank you, Eric. Next up, we'll have Preston Cope in the booth if we can. Thank you for joining us for your interview. Joining us now in the broadcast booth, driver the number 12, Preston Cope.
Preston, so yeah, at the end of the race there, we saw a little bit of last lap and second to last lap contact between you and Eric Heater. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, the second to last lap, when I made that move to the inside, I was just trying to not really door him. I was trying to go for a good side-by-side, type race. I was having a lot of fun. I'll be honest, it was a great race. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. But yeah, I kind of went in the corner, just try to at least get beside him, maybe even a little bit, push him up the track a little bit, not really door him. I didn't want to do that. But as soon as I got by him, I was like, all right, we'll be in a good position. And then we went into 1 and 2. I kind of got a little too straight, and it kind of squirreled me up a little bit, and then he tapped me in the left rear, kind of moved me up the track, which I wasn't too worried about. It was just, it's racing. You're gonna get tapped in the bumper if you mess up a corner. And then going into 3, it was just a matter of we both really overdrove it going in the corner, trying to get everything we can out of it. And then it just happened. It was just a collision, and we didn't, there was no intention there. It was honestly great racing. I got loose at the end. It looked like I was about to hook him, but I wasn't. I was just super freaking loose and just trying to save it. But yeah, no, I had a ton of fun. And I think that Heater had a really great battle. We had a really great battle. And you know what? I think that he's a really respectful driver, even on dirt. I mean, rubbing's going to happen. I mean, I will admit that's always going to happen in racing. I race dirt in real life, so honestly, this is the least of what I've been put through. But, I think that tonight was a really good night, good points battle, or not even a points battle. This is my first race, and it was just a good battle all in all. And I think that, tonight was a good race. I think the battle went well, and I think that we'll have a good one, a good race next week.
Overall, throughout the night, you and Eric were kind of trading faster laps. You went a little bit faster, then Eric went a little bit faster. Do you think that if you maybe made the move earlier on in the race, you could have pulled away from him, or kind of what was your thought process there?
I feel like I could have. I feel like if I had the chance, I would have been able to move. If I would have been able to got by him, I feel like I will admit, I'm not going to try to be mean. I'm just I feel like he was a tad bit slower in certain areas of the track where I was fast, and he was really good corner exit. He always had the corner exit speed, where I had a really good corner entry to corner middle. But if I got around him, I might have had a better chance of getting a bigger lead. But we were both competitive. You can just tell we were both really fast tonight, and I think that it really showed tonight. I think that we both earned a lot of respect for each other. I think we both learned that we're both competitive on a dirt track. I think that's a very big thing, and I think that once we worked out the kinks of the battle, I think that setup for the final couple laps are going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you very much, Preston, and congratulations on your second place finish tonight.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that was driver the number 12, Preston Cope. Next up, we're gonna bring Aaron Brown into the booth. Stay with us. We will be right back in just one moment. So joining us now in the booth is driver of the number 18, Aaron Brown. Aaron, it was a pretty up and down race for you, and towards the end you found yourself in a position to fight with Eric Heater for the win on that restart. What happened there? And to be honest, why'd you fall back so much?
Well, I seen, I forget the name. I seen Preston. He was sitting everyone, so he caused multiple wrecks that race, so I was hoping, which I wanted to sit back in third. I didn't mean to fall back so much, but I was just slow. But I hope they took each other out, and on the last lap or something, I was able to seal it away in the last corner. But yeah, that's basically what I tried to do, and it kind of worked because they almost wrecked each other, but it really didn't at the end. So I'll settle with the third place.
Taking away from your third place tonight, what's going to be your mentality heading into your next races? Do you think you're going to be a lot more confident, or are you going to stick with the same mentality heading into each race?
Well, I don't know. Well, this truck series is like rare for me, so I have to be cleared by the admins to actually race these for league reasons after a few seasons ago. But that's it. Let's just say I got banned, and then I got unbanned in there, having me on strict probation. So that's basically what it is. I don't know if haters are actually going to clear me for the rest of the season, but I guess tonight was another one-off like Charlotte Roval. So anyways, if I do, then the mentality is basically try and be fast and get up there and win.
Do you think that if you were able to kind of keep up with Eric Heater on that restart where you had a chance, do you think you might have been able to hold him off?
No way. 100% no way. He was way too good through the corners, and it's just, I had no way to, I'm not good on dirt at all, so just kind of got lucky as everyone wrecked out. So, well, not wrecked out, but wrecked and went to the back and was multiple laps down, but possibly, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
right.
Well, thank you very much, Aaron, and congratulations on your third place tonight.
Thank you.
So in terms of post-race interviews, that is it. We're gonna go ahead and cut away for just a moment, and then we'll be right back with your full finishing results and kind of a final race breakdown. We'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Back live here on TMG. Thank you all for joining us tonight here at the Lanier Dirt Track. Thomas, after hearing what Preston and Eric had to say, have your thoughts kind of changed about that final incident?
You know what? Honestly, they haven't, because for me personally, I've always found the excuse rubbing is racing. Yes, or that's just short track racing. Yes, contact is going to happen. They're race cars, you're racing hard, the adrenaline's going. But I've always found that if you just turn up and say, after you've hit somebody, yep, that's just short track racing, I just find that an excuse for not being able to control your race car. So personally, I think that, tonight, both drivers did some things they shouldn't have done. Personally, do I think either driver should receive a penalty for it? No. But I just think that in future, especially Eric, he needs to be a lot more careful when he's defending his position on the final lap.
I think I'm going to semi-agree, but on the other hand, I think that Preston might have changed my thoughts a little bit. That stuff does, in the end, it happens at short tracks, happens at dirt tracks, especially at dirt tracks, where it's a lot harder to kind of stay in your line, especially if you're really pushing. On one hand, I think that Eric Heater, he's done this quite a lot, and I think that definitely impacts my decision a little bit, because I would understand it if it was once or twice, especially if there's money on the line. But when you've already won 4 races in a row, I don't know, it seems a little unnecessary, but on the other hand, as a driver, I've been in a position like that before in league races, and while I don't think I've done it more than like twice in a row, I can understand where Eric's coming from, and I'm not going to say that the move should be penalized. I think that that's just kind of a byproduct of close quarters racing. In the end, here are your finishing results. Eric Heater wins, followed by Preston Cope, Aaron Brown, Eric Keplinger, Isaac Johnson, Brendan Timon, Matt Moreau, Hayden Lowell, Joseph Madigan, Benjamin Fanning, Brock Packard, I don't know how to pronounce that, Michael Rosero, and Andrew Cootie rounds out your top.
It is Packard.
Brock
It
Packard.
is Packard. It's Brock Packard. We're not going to get it wrong. We're not going to get yelled at after the race by him. It's Brock Packard.
So, let me get this straight. In 11th place was, Broke Packard. Alright, got it. Anyways.
Alright, nailed that one.
Thank you all for joining us here at the Lanier Dirt Track. Next week, the Classic Truck Challenge will be heading into, I believe, USA Speedway. That's, I think that's the small short track in Lakeland, Florida. I'm sure you've heard of it, because if you're on iRacing, you've probably raced it before. That is where the Classic Trucks will be heading next week. Actually, that is incorrect. I messed that up. The Classic Trucks will be heading to Legacy Phoenix next week. The Street Stock Series will be heading to USA. Thank you all for joining us along for the ride, and congratulations to Eric Heater on his 4th win in a row. But until next time, this is Jonathan Oates and Thomas Fisher signing out. Have a good one, everyone.
See ya.